Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Mark with My Front Range Living, and we are back this week. Yeah, last week, as you know, we took Thanksgiving, and we were grateful for you. We were thankful for the opportunity to slow down and spend some time with friends and family. But the jolly fat man is on his way, ladies and gentlemen, which means we have things to do. So, we are coming at you with things to do in Colorado Springs in December, or more specifically, things to do for Christmas in Colorado Springs around this time of year. So, every single year, this is a great list, and so we're really excited about it. But before I hop into where we want you to go and check out this year for the holidays, I want to sit really still, and I want to see if Amber can just superimpose a hat right here. I don't know if she can or not, but I hope that she got the Santa Claus hat on there so you know that we are festive here at My Front Range Living. Let's hop right in to all these sweet, sweet activities. So, skating in the park. Now, you know, we talk about this one every single year, and this is a lot of fun. This is a really easy, fairly inexpensive way to just really get into the holiday spirit with your family. Down at Acacia Park, yep, you can rent ice skates and you can just skate around the ice rink. You can do it during the day. They have lights on it at night, so you can skate at night. It's a really great opportunity to get into the holiday spirit, and if you are a hopeless romantic, date night idea right there, skating in the park at Acacia Park, right downtown. It's a lot of fun. Make sure you check that out. Now, next up is Christmas at Flying W Ranch. Hey, you have heard us bring up Flying W Ranch a ton here at My Front Range Living. We love the folks over at Flying W. And at Christmas time, that is no different. So, they're going to have Christmas at Flying W, which, as you know, some chuck wagon dinners. It's a lot of fun, family-style eating. And you're going to get that sweet, sweet music, probably this time of year, Christmas carols, with the Flying W Wranglers. So, make sure you head over to Christmas at Flying W Ranch over there, just outside of Rockledge. Lots of fun over there. Next up, the Bridge of Lights. So, those of you who are heading down to Canyon City, or you just want to check out the Royal Gorge, this is actually a really cool opportunity for anybody other than me. I have a huge fear of heights, so I'm probably not going to hit this one up, but I love the idea. It's super cool. So it's one of the only times that they allow traffic to drive across the Royal Gorge Bridge. They are going to have the entire bridge lit up with different Christmas decorations, and you can drive your car right on across if that's something that you can stomach this time of year. It's not my jam, but the Bridge of Lights down at the Royal Gorge Bridge, really cool idea. Lights all the way across. Pretty awesome opportunity for you and the family to take advantage of actually being able to drive instead of walk across the Royal Gorge Bridge. Next up, yeah, the Pikes Peak Center. Man, what a great opportunity for us here in Colorado Springs. We love the Pikes Peak Center, and they host some pretty amazing stuff on a regular basis, and Christmas will be no different. If you listen to Christmas music at all, you know Mannheim Steamroller, and they will be at the Pikes Peak Center in December. You got to go check them out. Mannheim Steamroller is the quintessential Christmas holiday sound. Man, my mom always, I was brought up on Mannheim Steamroller. She loved them, and they will be at Pikes Peak Center, so go check Mannheim Steamroller out. Next up is Holiday Tea at Rockledge Ranch. Rockledge Ranch over by Garden of the Gods. We've talked about them before. They always have great opportunities and fun events and things like that. But this holiday tea at Rockledge Ranch is pretty awesome because it's the opportunity for you to experience a traditional English tea. That's right. They have decorated the surroundings, and the Rockledge Ranch comes to life for Christmas, and you can have a traditional English tea. A little spot of tea there, a little crumpet of some kind there at, well, Rockledge Ranch. But that's a lot of fun, and you get to do the estate tours. And like I said, decorated for the holidays, really, really unique opportunity, and you get to walk around and check that out right after you have your tea and crumpets. Hey, once you are done with tea and crumpets there at Rockledge, why don't you get on over to Cheyenne Mountain Resort and have brunch with Santa? Now, this is going to be a little high scale. Of course, I understand Cheyenne Mountain Resort always delivers at the holidays. They have the resort always decked out in some of the best Christmas decorations in town, and Brunch with Santa will be no different. As the name implies, you got it. The Jolly Fat Man himself will be at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. Not a bad place to stay, Santa. I know that Mrs. Claus appreciates your efforts. Santa Claus will be there, and you're going to have brunch with him. And yes, reservations are required. It is pretty pricey, or a little bit more expensive than some of the other activities on our list. It's $48 per adult, $25 for kids, and reservations are required. But like I said, Cheyenne Mountain Resort always goes all out with their decor around the holidays, and it is a beautiful opportunity to hang out with Santa Claus and have some pretty darn tasty food. Next up, Magic of Lights at Pikes Peak International Raceway. Hey! This one is for you if you have no desire whatsoever to get out of your car. Yeah, Pikes Peak International Raceway, it has to do with cars, so here we go. They are going to have a drive-through light display for you to experience. Yep, they're going to have decorations throughout Pikes Peak International Raceway, and you just get to drive around, drive through, and see them from the comfort of your toasty, warm car. Don't have to get out, don't have to walk, none of that kind of stuff. You just go down, you enjoy your time with your family in the vehicle, and they're going to have some great Christmas lights out there for you to take a look at. That is $15 per vehicle, so super family-friendly event down at the Pikes Peak International Raceway. Next up, Electric Safari. Y'all, if you have been anywhere near this channel at all over the last 3 to 4 years, you know that we love the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo, and Electric Safari is no different. As a matter of fact, there's a very real possibility if you make your way to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo and Electric Safari, you will see yours truly hanging out with Santa Claus, because that is where our family tradition, that's where we go to see Santa Claus every single year. And although our kids are getting up there, they still have lots of wants for Santa Claus to listen to. So the Electric Safari, yes, as the name implies, the zoo will be lit up with Christmas lights throughout. And it's a lot of fun. So you see Santa Claus, you grab you some hot cocoa, and then you tour the zoo. And you can feed the giraffes, and you can check out the elephants, and you can go to the different displays and the exhibits. And there are Christmas lights throughout the zoo. It's a really neat opportunity. As a Cheyenne Mountain Zoo member, we love it. And like I said, that is our tradition in our family. We sit on Santa Claus's lap at Electric Safari every single year. So next up, Santa at the North Pole. Yeah, gang, we have the North Pole in our backyard, right up Highway 24, just outside of the S-curves there as you're heading west on 24 is the North Pole. Yeah, Santa Claus lives there. You can see Santa Claus while you are at the North Pole. So if you want to get out, you want to ride some rides, you want to have some fun, and you want to see Santa Claus in his natural habitat, the North Pole is where you want to go. So head west on 24, and then just before you head up the hill to get up to Woodland Park, you're going to see the North Pole right there at the base of Pikes Peak, and it's a great opportunity for you to go see Santa Claus himself in his natural habitat. Next up is the Winter Wonderland with the Wolves. Now this one's pretty fun. It's a unique opportunity specific to us here in Colorado Springs. So if you don't know, we can go out and we can cut our own Christmas trees. More on that later. But here in Colorado, we get to cut our own Christmas trees, but we also have the Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Center just outside of Divide. And they are hosting a Winter Wonderland with the Wolves. So what that Winter Wonderland with the Wolves is you're going to have breakfast, and then, as it would imply, you're going to be able to go through and explore the wolves' habitat, maybe even chat with them up close, if you will, and just take a wolf tour around that facility. And gang, if you haven't been, it's a great opportunity, very, very unique, and definitely something that here in Colorado we're lucky to have. Yes, reservations are required for, what is it, if 12 and over, yeah, 12 and over, it's $40 per person, and then 6 to 11, it's $20 per person. So, but that is going to include breakfast and a tour checking out the wolves there at the Wolf and Wildlife Center just outside of Divide. And then, hey, as I alluded to, yeah, one thing that's unique to Colorado, and yeah, it's limited because it's specifically for Christmas, you can go up to Pike National Forest and you can cut your own Christmas tree down. I think you should do it. All you gotta have is a permit. You can get that at the ranger station just outside of Pike National Forest in Woodland Park, and then they'll give you a map and you can head out there and you can do the old Clark Griswold. You can find the fun old-fashioned family Christmas tree and you can cut it down with your bare hands. Bring a saw. Hey, next up we have Christmas Underground. Cave of the Winds is hosting a Christmas Underground event, and it's pretty cool. So what it includes, the caves are going to be decorated for the holidays, as you might imagine, and that is going to be a 45 to 60 minute walking tour that's included with this. and you are going to see all of the Christmas decorations in Cave of the Winds, and maybe, just maybe, do some Christmas caroling while you're out there. Now, while we don't think that reservations are required, they're certainly suggested for this just to make sure that you can time it out appropriately with those tours. And yeah, $20 per adult, and then $15 for kids 4 to 12. Hey, next up, as always, that sweet, sweet Festival of Lights downtown. That's really what signifies the holidays are upon us here in Colorado Springs, is the downtown parade. So yep, you can line up downtown on Saturday, December 3rd, and we will have the parade or Festival of Lights, as the case may be, and you will get to see lots of floats, amazing lights, and just a great holiday atmosphere down there. So that is the 39th Annual Festival of Lights, Saturday, December 3rd. Make plans, bundle up, and go check out the parade. Last, definitely not least, several years ago, the Broadmoor came out, and they have a beautiful Christmas display, as you might expect out of the Broadmoor. Well, those of us who are townies remember when you could go see the gingerbread display that they had. So their bakers do an amazing job, and there's this huge gingerbread display of some kind every single year. Sometimes it's a race car for the Pikes Peak Hill Climber. Sometimes it's a train. And so there's just different things that goes on, right? But there's a big gingerbread creation of some kind. And then, of course, the lights around the lake and everything else. You used to just be able to go and mill about there at the Broadmoor. And a few years ago, all the consternation happened when the Broadmoor required you to be a guest in order to partake in that. So what we would recommend is, yeah, the Broadmoor has an amazing Christmas display throughout the hotels, both the west and the main, and around the lake for sure. And then they have that awesome gingerbread creation that they do every single year, and their bakers and food groups work really, really hard on. It's amazing, but go have dinner. Whether that be at the Golden Bee or one of the other restaurants that they have at the Broadmoor, go have dinner so you can experience this. I assure you, it's worth it. Obviously, the Broadmoor, 5-star hotel here in Colorado Springs, they go all out all the time and totally worth your time. So go make sure that you are checking out the decorations at the Broadmoor. Just remember, you need to be a guest and or partaking in one of the dinners at the restaurants that they have there on site in order to see that stuff. Hey, as always, we hope you found value in this content. It was a long list. Thanks for sticking with us today. We appreciate it. But there's a ton of stuff to do here in Colorado Springs in December. It would mean the world, as it always does, if you would go down and give us a thumbs up on today's content and like this awesome video. And then it would mean even more if you went down there, clicked on the bell, and subscribed to our channel. We are putting out content every single week to help you make Colorado Springs feel like home. Hey, as always, thank you so much for stopping by. We look forward to seeing you soon, probably at one of these events. Have a great day.